You've decided to finally lock in and learn that second language. You're motivated and you've done your research. You find some comprehensible input and prepare to absorb everything you can. And you can't understand a single word. This is supposed to be the easiest of the easy. Comprehensible is literally in the name. You feel your blood pressure start rising, so you close out and put your phone back in your pocket. Now what? If that story sounds familiar to you, know that you're not alone. It's mentally the hardest part of learning a language. The initial jump from knowing nothing to being able to use all of those acquisition strategies that are just out of reach when you first start. Those first few weeks with the new language are unique, so your practice during that time should be as well. Think about it. If you have the level of someone that's just starting out and you're practicing like someone that's already a few months in, that's just not going to work. You're setting yourself up to be disappointed and frustrated. So, how do you build that very initial base of familiarity with the language? One that lets you start to listen to and absorb the language the way all of those language teachers say you should be. There's 100 ways to go about it, and most of them will get you there. Some much quicker than others. As someone that's been through this part of the journey 4 times now, I can tell you what works best when you're first getting started and where you're wasting your time. Let's get into it. If you want to be fluent in another language but are having trouble getting started, or if you connect with the other videos on this channel, hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more coming, and I'm going to cover the entire process. Back to the video. Have you ever heard of a runner's high? It's described as this deeply euphoric state, a rush of endorphins that make you feel like you could run forever. If you've ever heard someone describe what it feels like, it'll make you want to lace up your shoes even if you hate cardio. The thing is, most runners don't feel it until around mile 4 or 5, and most people quit before they ever get there. Breaking through those first few weeks with a new language is exactly the same. The payoff is real, the euphoria is real, but you have to go through the hard part first, and most people don't. This video is about getting you through the hard part. When I first started learning French, I think the only words I knew were bonjour and croissant. And if you can believe it, German was even less. That's what I'd consider starting a language from absolute zero. So if you know more than just good day and the name of a pastry in your language, you've already got a head start. Jokes aside, I'm going to break down exactly what I did to get from there to being able to listen to native podcasts in both languages. So if you find yourself in this situation, follow these steps to build your foundation in the language. It's not the most entertaining, but it will set you up for a much more enjoyable and effective learning journey from here on out. The first thing I like to do is buy a Learn German in 30 Days style book for the language. To be clear, I have zero ambitions about actually learning the language in 30 days. That's not what it's for. What it is good for is giving you a high level overview of the language. The alphabet, the basic structure, common words and phrases, that type of thing. This isn't essential, but I feel like it stabilizes me in the beginning. And you're not memorizing or studying. It's just a side activity to help you get familiar as a complement to your listening. You don't want this to be boring though, so if you do it, keep it under 10 minutes a day. Now, at the same time, I'd find 2 or 3 very short videos in the language. And when I say short, I mean definitely under 5 minutes. You're looking for videos by native speakers aimed at learners, so slow but not robotic, easy to follow, subtitles in both the language and in English. I used Easy German for this, but there are plenty of teachers doing this on YouTube, so no matter what your language is, you'll have options. Once I have videos picked out, I listen to them repeatedly, 30 times each. Same repetition system that we've talked about before on this channel. For German, I think I had a couple of 3-minute videos and a 4-minute video. So I do 3 listens each a day for 10 days. So half an hour of listening, and then 1 chapter of the 30-day book per day. 30 days later, I'd have worked through the entire book and mastered understanding 9 or 10 short videos. Now, an important tip on the 30 listens. You want to do your work early. Really make sure you're doing as much as you can in those first few listens to make sure you're following along. It doesn't need to be every single word, but try to get 80% there as quickly as you can. It'll make all the later listens that much more effective. Slow the video down if you need to. Most platforms let you drop the speed to 0.75. Use it. Not forever, just the first few listens while your ear is getting used to the sounds. As soon as you can follow at normal speed, go back. The goal is always to train your ear for real speech, not slow speech. But those first few listens at a slightly reduced speed can help you avoid feeling completely lost early on. It isn't sexy, but it's incredibly effective. So, what does 30 days of this actually get you? Not fluency, not even close, but something much more valuable at this stage: familiarity. The language starts feeling less like noise and more like something your brain vaguely recognizes. And that familiarity is the foundation that everything else gets built on. Remember, you're not a beginner because you're not capable. You're a beginner because you haven't had enough exposure yet. 30 days of this starts to change that. So after those 30 days, you're off to a dream start. The language doesn't feel like complete noise anymore. But if we're being honest, you have been building up in an unrealistically simple environment. So it's time to push forward. This is where I bring in short stories. These are a step up from those first 30 days. For German, I used a book called German Short Stories for Beginners. I'll link it in the description because this company is great and I've used their short story books for Italian, Spanish, and French. So I get both the Kindle and audio version book, and that combination is what makes this so effective. The way I use it, I spend the first day reading through the story, marking any words I don't know, which is extremely easy on a Kindle, and get a feel for the content. This is the hard part because going through the text alone can be challenging. Growing pains. I would expect you to have to look up a fair amount of words, but they shouldn't be every word. If you understand so little of the text that it's unbearable, put the short stories on hold and get some more practice with the type of content you were using for the first 30 days. You might just need some more exposure to the language, so there's no sense in making yourself miserable with short stories. Once I've read and marked up the story, for the rest of the week, I listen. This is the same 30 repetitions, same system, but now with slightly more complex content where you're digging in deeper and you're following along with audio of a native speaker reading at a more realistic pace. I'll be doing a few full videos on reading and specifically one on combining books with audiobooks at some point because I think it's one of the most underrated techniques in language learning. It kind of simulates reading like a native speaker. You're following along with the words on the page while a native speaker reads them to you at their natural speed. After 30 days of slower, learner focused content, this gives your ear a meaningful step up without completely throwing you into the deep end. And look, none of this is set in stone. This isn't a strict step-by-step protocol. Pay attention to how you're reacting to the material. If you're starting to dread your practice sessions, something needs to change. Switch the story, find easier content, adjust the pace, do something different. Don't just sit in it until you resent the language. There's no such thing as where I should be by now. Put in the right reps and you'll get there. Just make sure it's an enjoyable ride. And after a few weeks of this, something starts to shift. The content that felt completely out of reach when you started, cartoons, kids' books, YouTube channels taught entirely in the language, podcasts for learners, starts to become accessible. Not easy necessarily, but followable. And that's all you need to transition into the full comprehensible input approach that we've talked about throughout this channel. You went from bonjour and croissant to actually being able to engage with real content in the language. That's the shift from, is this realistic for me? To, wait, can I do this? And it doesn't happen because you're talented or because you found a shortcut, but because you put in the right reps in the right order at the right level. That's the whole game, and now you're in it. That's my roadmap for starting a language from scratch. This is literally exactly what I would do if I started a new language tomorrow. Let me know in the comments how you started learning your target language and what the hardest part about getting traction was for you. If you enjoyed this video, tap that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. We cover the path to fluency, step by step, at your own pace, no textbooks, no stress.